Hey, welcome back to the making of my graphic novel, Silverbell Diaries Part 3. Today we're going to tackle the page that kind of inspired the whole emotional core of the book. I am making a graphic novel with metal and going to try not to fuck it up. I worked out. I'm still sweaty, so I'm going to go take a shower and then do a ton of work for us today. Taylor doesn't get home till 10 o'clock tonight, or almost 11, I think. This little guy had been chirping in the house all night last night, and I'm glad that I found him, because I would be very concerned about he or she losing their poor little life in some corner of the house without sunlight and food and water. We'll just leave him there to find his way out. This sequence, which I very much like how that is coming out, I don't think that I need 2 additional panels down here. I think it'll take up a little bit too much space since I used, Winnie the Pooh to make these panels. They're quite a bit bigger than maybe I originally anticipated. And I like this huge breadth down here. So maybe, oh, Mira wants to go outside. She can go outside, go on the deck. Anyway, I'm realizing that I think that should be the focus of our page. And then maybe cut these two sort of star streaming scenes, because on the other side of this spread, page 3 has her moving through the cosmos. We're about to heat some water up for the ground, and once that is all nice and liquefied, we're going to prepare these 2 boards for tomorrow and the following day. So what is so interesting to me about this page in particular is that this is kind of the entire inception of the emotional core of Silverbell itself. The idea of her body being torn apart and then being reformed, as you will see in the next few days. But I love this idea that she isn't actually in her original body, as the protagonist of our titular book Bellringer is. She has a new body and is torn apart just as the world falls into a slumber and kind of dies, as is she. Pull 2 boards off the stack of boards that are ready to be painted for Silverbell, and it never ceases to amaze me how tall and thick this stack is. What's kind of insane is that this is likely still missing 20 to 30 pages that we're going to actually have to use. I didn't order enough stock. Yeah, the whole blood red color was not intentional, but it really does kind of, it matches exactly what I wanted this to scene to look like. She is getting her life taken from her, except she isn't dying. She's only just come to consciousness upon the world falling asleep, and now her body torn to shreds. These splinters were a blast to paint, and I'm really excited to show kind of what I can do texturally with this paint, as I don't work in color very often. Yeah, I took Bristol board and sketchbooks for granted, and I will never do that again. I will kiss my pages every time I use them from now on. Preparing these boards every single night before painting is crazy. And it doesn't sound like it's a tremendous amount of work, and it adds up to being a couple hours of sort of this weird state of inattention where you're hurry up and wait. Here is the final page.